Emily Carter had been warned not to come. The Whitmore Charity Gala was no place for someone like her, they'd said. Too many eyes. Too much gossip. One wrong step and she'd be eaten alive. She almost believed them, until she remembered the dozen women sleeping in the shelter tonight, women depending on her to bring back hope. So she came anyway, clutching the folder in her trembling hands. She didn't know that before the night was over, she would be singled out, mocked in front of hundreds, and pushed to the edge of walking away. She didn't know that the most powerful man in the room was watching. And she certainly didn't know that her humiliation would turn into the biggest victory of her life. The Whitmore Charity Gala was the city's most glamorous night of the year. The ballroom glittered under golden chandeliers, filled with the city's elite in designer gowns and tuxedos. At the center of it all was Vanessa Holloway, tall, blonde, and dazzling in an emerald gown. She didn't just attend these events, she ruled them. And she never missed a chance to remind others of their place. Emily was easy prey. 7 months pregnant, wearing a simple blue maternity dress and flats, she stood out among the glittering crowd. She was here for one reason, to save Hope Haven, the shelter for homeless pregnant women she ran. The shelter was 3 months behind on rent, and this event was her last hope. Emily was studying the silent auction table when Vanessa approached, flanked by 2 elegant friends. "Well," Vanessa purred, eyes flicking over Emily's dress, "you must be very brave to show up looking like this." Emily blinked. "I'm here for the charity." "Of course," Vanessa replied. "Though next time, maybe wait until after you have the baby before coming to a party. Tonight's about elegance." The women laughed softly as Vanessa glided away, leaving Emily frozen. She could leave. Save herself further embarrassment. But then she thought of the women sleeping at the shelter, and she stayed. A warm voice came from behind her. "Are you all right?" Emily turned to see a tall man in a black tuxedo, his brown eyes kind. "I'm fine," she said. "You belong here," he replied simply. "Don't forget that." "I'm Emily," she said. "Daniel Whitmore," he introduced himself, shaking her hand. Her heart skipped. The Daniel Whitmore, billionaire philanthropist and host of the gala. He asked about the shelter, listened carefully, and said, "Let's meet this week. I'd like to hear more." Before she could reply, Vanessa returned, slipping her arm around Daniel's. "There you are, darling. And you've met our guest." "Yes," Daniel said firmly. "And I think she's remarkable." Vanessa's smile thinned. "Remarkable? Daniel, she's—" "Vanessa," he cut in, his voice cool, "you just made the biggest mistake of your life." The chatter around them hushed. Daniel's voice carried. "You judged Emily because of how she looks, but she's saving lives. She runs a shelter for women who have nothing. That's real elegance, grace, kindness, and lifting others when you can." Vanessa flushed crimson. Daniel turned to Emily. "I'm funding your shelter. Fully. Not for a year, for as long as it takes to ensure no woman is left on the street." Emily's throat tightened. "I don't know what to say." "Say yes," Daniel said. By the end of the night, several guests approached Emily with donations and offers to help. The humiliation that had almost sent her running became the moment that saved her shelter. Weeks later, Emily stood outside Hope Haven as new beds, supplies, and a playground arrived, all gifts from Daniel. She placed a hand on her belly, feeling the baby kick, knowing their future was safe. There would always be Vanessas in the world. But there would also be Daniels. And that was enough to keep hope alive.